For those of you who grew up in the 70s, you might remember the song from Schoolhouse Rock, Conjunction Junction. It goes like this. Conjunction Junction, what's your function? Hooking up phrases and clauses and whatnot. Well, what does a conjunction do? There's several conjunctions such as and but. Those are the ones shown here on this slide. And a conjunction really pieces things together. It is like a glue. In the video, Schoolhouse Rock video, two trains were hooked together with conjunctions, hooking up phrases and clauses and whatnot. Here's an example, and but. These are conjunctions. Now, what are they hooking together? They are hooking together two independent clauses. Independent clause means a sentence which can stand on its own. A sentence can stand on its own if there is a subject and a verb. Here we have a subject, records, and a verb, have disappeared. So from the word the to the word disappeared, we actually have an independent clause. Now we have another independent clause in this sentence, story and be reconstructed. Story is the subject, be reconstructed is the verb. Now, what is gluing those two independent clauses together in order to make a compound sentence? Well, the glue that holds this compound sentence together is the conjunction and. So, according to the rule 4 in Strunk and White's Elements of Style for usage, we should place a comma before a conjunction introducing an independent clause. So this entire presentation is to stress the fact that a comma should be placed right after the verb disappeared, but before the conjunction and. The same with the sentence below. We have a subject, situation, a verb is, thus, we have a independent clause. We have a subject and a verb. There is. And we have a conjunction holding it together. What's the function of the conjunction? Hooking up phrases and clauses and whatnot. But in order to indicate that this is an independent clause, being hooked together as a compound sentence with another independent clause, we provide a comma. It's a marker for the reader to understand that we are gluing two independent clauses together. Typically, a sentence is one thought, but when we have two independent clauses, or even three independent clauses, we might have three separate related thoughts making up that sentence. We use conjunctions and commas to hook those independent clauses together. Now, in a negative example, we have the sentence, he walks into the bar and he orders a drink. Now, in order to make this sentence appropriate, we would really have to add a comma right after the word bar and before the word and. He walks into the bar, comma, and he orders a drink. Now, when you have the same actor making several actions together, you can actually drop the he. We could also rewrite the sentence as he walks into the bar and orders a drink. In that case, you wouldn't need the comma. Two examples are below. I have heard his comments, but am still unconvinced. In other words, we could put the subject I, but we're going to consider that redundant and drop it. He has had several years' experience and is thoroughly competent. In other words, we could put the word he there, but we would need to add a comma. According to the rule, place a comma before a conjunction introducing an independent clause.